we're here in Constellations for one of their events. Tell us a little bit, first of all, what is the Sisterhood Society? It's a project that you launched, the two of you.
Yeah, so it was created by both of us because we wanted to create a network where women could come together so they can be inspired, come together and support one another. I think that's the biggest thing, is that we want to link arms and support each other, because people who are in business, they can often be lonely. And so sometimes it's just, you just need to bounce that idea off somebody else and get somebody else's opinion. And so that's what we wanted to create. But also as well, it's social networking, but we don't place too much emphasis on the networking side of it. We feel that if you build relationships, business comes naturally. So we're moving away from the rigid structure of a networking event and more just come, be yourself, be your best, and that's when you're at your finest. Yeah.
So you launched actually for International Women's Day in March. So you've had a few events so far, and there's a theme each time. So what are the themes that you've talked about already?
So there's a different theme each time. So the first one was all about celebrating women, just women coming together and support one another. The second event was Goal Manifesting event, which basically you manifest and set your intentions for the rest of the year. So it's all about not only what you put out, but it's what you're putting into the universe, and it's all about putting out what you get back in.
And then the event, our last event, was all about building a brand, and we had some amazing speakers who had successfully built brands, just talking about their experiences. And we think that's really key now, because everybody has a brand, and so your brand is not your logo, your brand is who you are and what people think of when they think of you. And I think now, as we move into this entrepreneurship age where everybody's a business owner, helping people understand how you do that's really key. So, and we've got some amazing events coming up as well moving forward.
Today we're talking a little bit more about fashion, because we had the fashion last weekend all over the city. So what can we expect from today?
So obviously last week it was the British Style Collective, and today we've got speakers from Kirsty Doyle, we've got Rare School of Fashion, so we've got Claire Wilson and Sarah Fuller, and then we've got the fabulous Sarah Holden, who you set up my wardrobe, and she's the managing director of Very Exclusives. So we've got such an amazing lineup of successful women, which was all about celebrating the successful women in the fashion industry.
You were saying just earlier that you didn't feel like networking was really happening in this kind of events. How is the Sisterhood different of other organizations that we have in Liverpool? Because we've got the women's organization, there's several women's society like this already. So how is yours a little bit different?
I think there's a new type of woman coming through. I think in the past women have tried to be men in a man's world, whereas now this is all about celebrating all that's feminine, but also it's all about inclusion. So we're not saying that men aren't invited to the Sisterhood. Come if you want, if you're crazy. But by all means, you can come along. So it's just got a completely different feel to it, child-friendly, you can bring your children along. So it's all about inclusion, but all about women moving forward, this new type of woman that's coming through that is empowered, that wants to own their life, that wants to have a business and wants to live life on their own terms, really. Yeah,
because this sisterhood, to me, it makes me think of, these American societies like in university. Is that what you call it as well, sisterhood?
Like a sorority?
It's a sorority, yes.
Nothing like the sorority, no. Minus the booze, but it's all about just women supporting women, just coming together when, you've got an idea and you want to push forward with it, but you don't really know where to start. So we put on, a platform for women to speak and give other women advice and support and encouragement. So we just hope that other women are inspired, to do something, maybe the spark to get into business, to think of a new idea.
What has been the response so far from the previous events of women? Maybe they've come and chat to you and say oh, I really like it, or I don't know.
Well, on our first event, we had about 80 people turn up on the first event, and we were blown away. And what we keep saying is that what that just shows is that people are looking for this, people want it. And so, and the response has been great as well with all of the other events. We just want to figure out exactly what it is people want. If people have got a theme that they want us to deal with, then let us know. Because it's not about us, it's about everybody. Yeah.
So when's the next event for people, unfortunately, who missed this one?
So we've decided just for the summer holidays, we're going to leave August alone, and then we're going to come back in September with a really good event. Right. So it's TBC at the moment, but hopefully we'll have details to share with everyone soon.
Brilliant. If people want to find out more, you have a website?
Yes, if you can go to thesisterhoodsociety.co.uk, and that's where we'll be.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, and well done. Thank you.